Okay, so I moved all of my clothes from my chair to my bed because I didn't want you to see this, but like it didn't really do much. That hopefully just looks like it's one jacket. I just put my jacket over the whole thing, so it just looks like I only have my jacket on my bed. So that's how you do fast, quick, easy cover-ups. The laziest people find the fastest solutions. Don't quote me on that. I don't think that's necessarily true. The other day, I was really frustrated about me overthinking everything. The other day being yesterday. I just thought I'd give you a little example of a situation that really does not make things super duper fun. Because see, when I was a child, and I still think it's weird saying when I was a child because in my head I'm still a child, but when I was younger in school, the worst types of tests were where there was a sentence that asked you a question, because I'd always interpret the question completely wrong, because I'd look at it from all different angles and be like, well, they could mean that, but they could also mean that, so what do they mean by the question? And then I completely go off base, and I need specific instructions, because otherwise I'll overthink and interpret the thing completely different than it was meant to be. From my psychiatrist, I got this little questionnaire, just kind of for myself because of a bunch of other reasons. A questionnaire from different types of questions, and then you rate them from 0 to 2. It's obviously not like for a diagnosis or anything. It's just kind of for him to kind of like get an idea of what I think or like how I feel. And I just thought I'd give you an example because I need to do this anyway. And I just thought this would be a perfect example to see how I really just don't interpret things correctly. Of course, this is in German, so I'll first have to translate. I thought we could just have a little discussion of the many ways to interpret a simple question. So the first question is, doesn't pay attention to detail and often makes precision mistakes. Yeah, now see, this is impossible for me to answer because I'm this living paradox where I'm a perfectionist, but I'm not at all oriented towards detail. So I want things to be perfect, but I'm too impatient to actually pay attention to the detail. So it's just this real big mumble jumble of just things not working out for me. I don't know how to ask this question because I am attentive towards details. I just don't care. See, how does one answer that? How would you answer that for me? You don't know me. That's not a good question. I shouldn't be asking the internet that. Would you know how to answer that for yourself? If you don't pay attention towards detail and often make precision mistakes? It's like when the question has too many options and one of them, but not both. So is it true or false? Okay, so the next one is more obvious for me. It's unable to keep attention upright. That's fairly accurate to my case. Another one, I'm not going chronologically because there are way too many questions, but one is cannot follow explanations. Sometimes, depends on what, but like in maths, no, don't forget. But okay, actually I'm not that great in following explanations. But that's just because I'm too impatient. It's again the thing where I'd like to know, but I just can't pay attention for long enough. The thing it just doesn't set enough. It's not precedented with enough precision. That wasn't the right word. That's a position in the office. See, this is a simple questionnaire now, but there are so many cases. I remember for university, the questions, sometimes they were so broad, the answers, you had to tick off the right answers, and sometimes more than just one are kind of true. So where do you put the line of, is it true enough? Do you understand what I mean? Can somebody please let me know if that's just me? I don't think so, because somebody yesterday commented that I also totally overthink. I just quickly had to let that out. Maybe now you kind of understand more the things I struggle with these type of questions, because it's just people need to be more precise when they ask a question. I'm going to finish filling out this questionnaire now because I don't think that it's super interesting for you guys. But I just wanted to bring my point across and see how and explain why I got frustrated about these things. So, yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.